Hi, welcome back to Picture Healer channel. This is Shi Tian. Today we are going to talk about the 8 mansion style Feng Shui, or the 8 houses Feng Shui. In Chinese, it's called the Ba Zai, and it's kind of similar to the flying star Feng Shui. It is all calculated according to the direction of the house, and this one you can also calculate according to your Gua number. That's based on your birthday. Today we are going to show you the 8 different house charts according to the 8 houses style Feng Shui. The Ba Zai, or the 8 mansion style Feng Shui, can be divided into 8 types of the house according to your direction and also your Gua number. And last time we talked about Gua number. If your Gua number is 5, if you are a female, then it becomes number 8. If you are a male, it becomes number 2. So from number 1 to 9, they are going to have 8 type of charts. And it's the same with the house. If you are calculated according to the sitting and facing of the house, there are 8 types of charts. We talked about how to calculate your house sitting and facing direction before, and I will put the link somewhere in the description below. And if you are confused about which side is the facing, which side is the sitting, the general rules for the most single house, the door facing direction is the facing direction. We usually use the most yang side of the house, which is usually the building facade or the front of the house. And typically there will be a road in front, so the traffic is in front, and this is the most open side where people enter it. If you have apartment or the high-rise building, the whole building facing direction is the same, and that's your facing direction, no matter your apartment's door facing. If it's a big condominium apartment, you look at the whole building. So every apartment has the same facing direction and the sitting direction. So if you look at the charts, we have 8 type of chart for the 8 mansion style Feng Shui, and 4 of them are pretty similar. All the lucky directions are the same, and the unlucky ones are the same, and the other 4 charts have the opposite lucky direction and unlucky direction. And that's why we said one type is the east group and the other type is the west group. Again, we talked about that last time. It depends on your Gua number and the direction of the house. So all the east group share similar lucky directions and unlucky directions, and all the western group share the similar lucky directions and unlucky directions. When we look closely, the 4 lucky directions, they include the Sheng Qi, Nian Yan or Yan Nian, and Tian Yi and Fu Wei. That's the 4 lucky directions. And the four unlucky directions are Jue Ming, Huo Hai, Liu Sha, and Wu Gui. We will talk more about the meaning and the quality of each sectors in the next video. And today we just need to generate the charts. And you are going to have 2 different charts. One is according to your Gua number. The other chart is according to the house sitting and facing direction. In Chinese metaphysics, everything is according to I Ching and Ba Gua. The Ba Gua has 2 types. One is the pre-heaven, the Xian Tian Ba Gua. The other type is the later heaven Ba Gua, the Hou Tian Ba Gua. And in Feng Shui houses, we usually look at the Hou Tian Ba Gua, the later Ba Gua. But if you are doing the graveyard, then you can use the Xian Tian Ba Gua. So if you look at the later heaven Ba Gua, you can see that each of the 8 sector is one of the trigram, and it corresponds to one direction. That's kind of the basis of the 8 mansion style Feng Shui. So in a later heaven Ba Gua chart, we can look at this. And there are 8 types of the house, depends on the seating location. If your house sits in the south side and facing the north, you are the Li house. If your house sits in the west side and facing the east, that's a Dui house. So according to this pattern, you have Li, Kun, Dui, Qian, Kan, Gen, Zhen, and Sun. 8 different type of houses. Here are the 8 different charts for the 8 mansion style feng shui. The first one is for personal Life Gua number 1 or Kan house. That's the house sitting north and facing south. The second chart is for Life Gua number 2 or the Life Gua number 5 for male. Or for the house Gua when you have a Kun house or the house sitting in the southwest and facing northeast. This chart is for Life Gua number 3 or the Zhen house. That's a house sitting in the east and facing the west. You can see the location of the 4 lucky directions and the 4 unlucky directions. The fourth chart is for Life Gua number 4 or the Shen house. That means the house sitting southeast and facing the northwest. The next one is for Life Gua number 6 or the Qian house. That's the house sitting northwest and facing southeast. And then we have the chart for Gua number 7 or the Dui house. That's the house sitting west and facing east. And this chart is for Gua number 8 or female Gua number 5 because the 5 becomes 8 for female. This chart is also for the Gen house. It's the house that's sitting northeast and facing the southwest. The last chart is for personal Gua number 9 or for the Gen house. That's a house sitting south and facing north. So find out your own personal chart according to your Gua number and the house directions. Next time we can discuss more how to analyze your chart. Thank you for watching. See you next time.